Hey, welcome back guys. Frank the Tank here, starting our Pittsburgh Pirates franchise. We are in episode 2 here. This is opening day, our first gameplay with the new franchise. If you guys haven't yet checked out episode 1, please go and do so. Talks about everything I did to the team, all the upgrades I made, trying to keep this team as realistic as possible. When I say as realistic as possible, I mean we want to do exactly what the Pirates do, but any minor moves that we make all could be deemed realistic. The only exception in that is the Jeff Locke for Matt Barnes trade. But, you know, I put it into the game, they offered it, so we took it, so here we are. Homer Bailey on the mound here on opening day for the Cincinnati Reds. We are playing in Cincinnati to start the season, definitely excited to get this season underway. We have a pretty potent lineup, and I think we can do a lot of damage this year, and I'm really excited to see where this franchise goes. Gregory Polanco, our young right fielder, is going to be our leadoff hitter today. 235 with 7 dingers on the year last year. He has an 0-1 pitch here from Homer Bailey, and he is going to crack this ball through the hole into left field for a leadoff single for the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Definitely good to get him going after a Starling Marte ground out. Andrew McCutchen is up, of course, our superstar, one of the best players in the league. 2-0 count here. He gets the pitch outside. He's going to crush this ball deep right center field, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Andrew McCutchen about halfway up the stands there. First home run of the year, 2-run shot. Gregory Polanco comes around to score, and Andrew McCutchen gives your Pirates a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. We definitely want to get used to seeing that from McCutchen. He's definitely our best player, one of the top, I would say, 3 players in the MLB, and you know, he is absolutely crucial for us if we're going to do any type of run deep into the playoffs. Nice to see him go in there. Hopefully the offense follows suit. Jung Ho Gong is our next batter. 1-2 count here, still in the top of the first, and he is going to belt this ball to center field. That's going to drop in for a single. Hamilton's going to cut that off and throw it on to second base, holding Gong at first. Next batter, we do have Josh Harrison. It says that's Gong's first career hit, but that's just because we're in the 2015 season. Before I did the other one, I tried to sim to 2016, but way too much stuff got messed up. But here Josh Harrison's going to smack this ball into left field for a base hit. Runners on first and second here after that. The ball's going to get away, but Votto cuts it off, so we cannot advance. Next batter, we have our newest pickup, Jason Rogers, first baseman from the Brewers. We got in that trade for Keon Buxton, and he is going to smack this ball. Brandon Phillips makes a nice play on that to Cozart on to Votto for the inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, but Andrew McCutchen does strike first here for the Buccos in the top of the first with that 2-run shot to deep, deep right center field, and your Buccos are on the board. Alright, we see the Reds line up there. Some familiar faces are gone, including third baseman Todd Frazier. He has been traded to the Chicago White Sox in a 3-team deal with the White Sox, the Reds, and the Dodgers last week. And our ace on the mound, Garrett Cole, 6'4", 230, only 24 years old. We definitely need a big season out of him if we're going to be in any type of contention. And he's going to produce for us. He's one of those guys that's very consistent. You always know what you're going to get. Now, the only place we get in trouble with Cole is his pitch count. He always gets a high pitch count, so we're going to see what we can do to tame that. 1-1 count here. Billy Hamilton, leadoff hitter, drops a bunt down the third baseline. Jung Ho Gong is going to make a beautiful barehanded play. Throws on to Jason Rogers for the first out of the year. Next up, Brandon Phillips, 1-0 count. He's going to get the end of the bat on this ball over to Rogers, who's going to take that 3 unassisted for out number 2. Brandon Phillips was brought up in some trade talk last week. Supposedly, the Reds and the Nationals had a trade agreement in place to send him to Washington, as you're going to see Joey Votto ground out there. Very nice play by Harrison. But that trade got taken down. He would not waive his no-trade clause. He wanted an extension from the Nationals to do so, so he will stay put in Cincinnati. Now here we go, bottom of the second, Joey Votto up 1-2 count. Jay Bruce 1-2 count, and he is going to crush this ball deep, deep left field, almost gets into the second deck. That's a solo home run, his first on the year, and he's going to cut our lead in half, 2-1 still. Clint Hurdle not too happy with that, but we just left that pitch out over the plate, gave it way too much of the plate for the count that we were in, and Jay Bruce definitely makes us pay. That's another guy the Reds are shopping. I thought they were definitely going to get rid of him and Phillips by the beginning of the year. I guess there's still plenty of time for that to happen. But I thought we'd have seen more moves in the winter meetings. Devin Mesoraco up here. He's going to hit a grounder to Harrison. He's going to throw it on to Mercer, who throws it to Rogers for that 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Excuse me, that was not inning-ending, but a double play nonetheless. Here we go, top of the fourth. Jason Rogers up. Jason Rogers out. An absolute missile to deep left center field, and that ball is gone. A solo home run, his first in a Bucco uniform. That's going to give us a 3-1 lead. He has one of those open batting stances, kind of like Mike Piazza had, for any of you who remember Mike Piazza. And I like it. Another guy who always had a stance like, or has a closed stance, another guy who had a stance like that always on video games is Eric Chavez. I'll never forget playing like MVP Baseball 05. He always had that batting stance. Here in the bottom of the fourth, we are going to freeze Mr. Phillips on that Uncle Charlie. Next batter, Joey Votto, 0-2, strike 3, low changeup in the zone. Nothing he can do about that. Beautiful pitch by Garrett Cole. And can we strike out the side here with Jay Bruce coming up to the plate after that solo home run that he hit in the bottom of the second? 2-2 count, 2 outs the pitch. Strike 3, low and inside slider. Beautiful pitch there by Garrett Cole, and he gets out of the inning with his second, third, and fourth Ks, striking out the side in order to send us to the fifth inning with a 3-1 lead. We pick up action here, top of the sixth, 2 guys on. Catcher Francisco Cervelli at the plate, and he is going to launch this one deep, deep left field off of Carlos Contreras. That ball was gone. That's a 3-run home run for Francisco Cervelli. Great season for us last year. We're going to have Josh Harrison and Jason Rogers come in to score, and that's going to double our lead to 6-1. So the bats are definitely on fire today. 3rd home run for us already. Cervelli the 3-run shot, McCutchen the 2-run shot, and Rogers the solo shot. If our bats can keep up like this, we're definitely going to be able to compete in the NL Central that seems to just get better and better with the Cardinals and the Cubs. Top of the 7th here, runner on first base. That is Andrew McCutchen. The pitch to Jung Ho Gong, and he's going to hit this ball deep to right field. It has a chance, and it is gone. 2 rows up in the right field bleachers, and Gong is going to have his first home run of the year. A 2-run shot to right field. Andrew McCutchen will come around to score, and we will take an 8-1 lead here in Cincinnati on opening day. Matt McGill did not like where he put that pitch, left it way up and over the plate. Jung Ho Gong makes him pay. Clint Hurdle happy with what he sees, and we will extend this lead 8-1. Let's hope Garrett Cole can stay calm and keep throwing the ball great. 2-2 here, and he's going to strike out Adam Duvall there with that high fastball, his 5th strikeout of the game. As you can see there, 7 1/3, 4 hits for Cole. 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Phillips is going to get a hold of one. We cannot quite get there with Starling Marte. He's going to throw it in. 1 run will come around to score. That is Negron, 8-2. Nice piece of hitting there by Phillips. Kind of took that off the inside of the bat. Now here we are, bottom of the 9th. Garrett Cole still in the game at 102 pitches. Jay Bruce up, and he's going to hit a grounder. Jason Rogers takes care of that. 3 unassisted for the first out in the 9th. Going for the complete game here for Garrett Cole. Pitch count is up there, but we're going to stick with him. As you can see there, he's out of energy. But he's still going to get Devin Mesoraco to check his swing. But that ball is right there for strike 3. 6th on the game. Here we go. 1-2 pitch to Scott Schebler. That ball is deep off the wall. Can't quite make the catch with McCutchen. A run will come around to score, and that is going to be 8-3 right now. Scott Schebler, the new left fielder for the Cincinnati Reds. Somebody I have never heard of, but he is making an impact opening day. And we are going to get Adam Duvall to hit a weak fading liner to right field. Gregory Polanco puts that away. And your Buccos are going to take this one opening day by a score of 8-3. Garrett Cole, fantastic game for opening day. Complete game, 7 hits, 3 runs, and 6 strikeouts. Very important inning when he struck out Phillips, Votto, and Bruce consecutively in the bottom of the 4th. Some offensive notes for your Pirates. Andrew McCutchen, 2 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Jung-Ho Gong, 2 for 5, home run, 2 ribbies. Francisco Cervelli, 2 for 4, a home run, 3 RBIs. And one of our newest acquisitions, Jason Rogers, already making his presence felt with a nice 2 for 4 day, 1 home run, and 2 runs scored. Very nice to see the Pirates off to a hot start. 4 home runs. The bats were definitely not silent. McCutchen, our player of the game. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and we will be back next time with more Bucko Baseball.